Welcome to Recovering Addict. I am LT and I am an alcoholic addict. So happy to be here on a Tuesday night to hang out with you good people.
Happy Tuesday. I'm your co-host, Felice Weaver.
Okay, we've been messing with our audio, so if you guys can't hear us, please let us know.
Yeah.
I've been messing with the audio all day because I'm looking for that perfect podcast audio sound, and hopefully I am getting closer to achieving it. I don't even know if you guys can hear us right now, honestly. Audio is good. Okay, good. Sweet. Thank you, John. Treble, bass, mids, everything's good.
Audio check.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Sweet. Glad you're here.
Check,
Alrighty.
baby 1 2.
If this is your first time here, what you can expect is a show that's going to support the still suffering addict. If you're hurting, we're here for you. If you're in your first 90 days and you just keep struggling back and forth, maybe you had a relapse or two, we're here to help you. If you have years of sobriety, we're here to help you as well. And we're also a great community. Look at us as a bridge to a community that is here to support you. This is a literal support center, a support channel, a boat, a raft, a life-saving vessel. And that's what we aim to achieve here. And on this hour, we go through, we hang out, we talk, we laugh, we have fun. We go through AA at the beginning of the show. We hit some of our addictive personality book. We're going through books on this channel. We're about halfway through with this one. We're going to start into step 3 or stage 3 of addiction, what that looks like. And then at the end of the show, we listen to Cassie's quote of the day. Then we do a little bit more contact, a little more chit chat. Then we read through NAs just for today. I'm an advocate of AA and NA. This is not AA. This is not NA. This is a recovery platform. We love it all. We love all the A's. Anything that has to do with the 12-step program or anything that has to do with a program that's going to help you get clean and stay clean and help you work a program that's going to make you live your best life and have your morals live up to your moral standards. That's what we're all about. And that's what we want to do here through education, relapse prevention, and huge support. That's what you can count on that. And as an announcement, just to keep everybody reminded, we're streaming till Thursday. Thursday kicks off our new schedule. So it'll be Thursday. And then you won't see the stream until Sunday, and then Sunday, and then Tuesday, and then Thursday. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday for 3 months until I finish my peer support tech and I finish this life coach course that I'm taking downtown and here in Ogden.
Yep.
And I don't know if she even got to introduce herself because I won't shut up. So here you go.
Mr. Chatterbox, whose mic I just noticed is like as big as your face with that black thing on there. It looks really, it looks good. Looks professionally podcasty.
It hides in the blackness of my shirt.
Oh, yeah. Mine just glows in the essence of my face. Oh, I'm Felice. I'm married to this guy. I love him. Y'all have any questions about what it's like to live with an addict or want support? I'm here for you. And we have a new winner today. A new winner, Jacqueline. Jacqueline is first to say hello in the chat, beating out John and Teeter today. Congratulations. We also have Christine. Alexis, just kidding. I will send you the YouTube link. Oh, yeah, send Alexis the YouTube link. Hope you can join in. And we got Misty. Good evening, everybody. Desmond, no, you almost won. Almost, Desmond. It was so close. Hey. John, fourth. It's a good try. Good effort. Jacqueline was just too quick for y'all's. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everybody out there from John. Let's see. Due to technical error, the third placement was revised and the program edited. Was it?
I love it.
Let's see.
Oops, sorry.
Desmond, you did beat Merck. I congratulate you.
Good job, Des. So proud of you.
Congratulations. Wow. If you're not first, you're last. That's right. You're second. Was it second loser? First loser?
Second place is the first loser. We all know that.
Hey, Ashley. Good to see you. And we also have Raylene. Hello, everybody.
Raylene. How you doing today?
Amanda, welcome back today.
Amanda Grubbs, welcome back.
We got 16 hours clean.
Lord help me.
Reach out.
Oh, Lord help me. It's been 16 hours. I hear you. I feel you. I remember those first 16. Not easy. I was in a hospital for 4 days and 3 nights, my first 16. It was, in a sense, it was kind of nice. I was hooked up to IVs. I remember the nurse coming in and saying, "Hey, when you get hungry," because I was still, whiskey belly and all that stuff. She's like, "When you get hungry, grab that phone and just order anything on that menu." And I was like, "I'll never be hungry again. I'm pretty sure." About half a day later, boy, I was like, "Hey, let me get some of that turkey and rolls and Snickers."
Just bring the whole thing.
You
I'll
know?
just pick when I get here. We got Tracy.
Tracy, what's going on?
Hello. Michael Teeter. Blah-ish. I'm here.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
You're here, even if you're blah-ish.
When is the best time to go to a meeting? Don't answer for him. Let's see. When is the best time to go to a meeting, chat?
Oh, geez. More like, wait. I had talk faster. Marcus, hello. Hello, anchored hearts. Andrew, glad you're here. Audio's good. Alexis, are you here? We'll find out in a minute. Suspense is killing me. There's Kyle. Hello, Kyle. Adrian, beautiful beginnings house. We love it.
Glad you're here.
Oh, you can hear us loud and clear too. What did you say? Well, everybody else said they can hear us.
Sky Love's up in the house.
Oh, there's Sky. Hey, peeps. Hola.
Merkerphone. I got a new Merkerphone. I love it.
Yep. And does that have a bookmark on it?
This isn't actually a new mic. I just put a pop cover on it so you don't hear me go.
I like it. Welcome. Hey, guys. It's Stacy.
Stacy, welcome.
Hello, Raina. How are you
What's up,
doing
Raina?
after I
Hello.
seen that you weren't able to talk to your friend? Hey, Naomi.
Naomi, welcome.
Merkin House. The beautiful Erin.
What up,
There
sister?
She is. Yes. Shout out to Sawyer House.
100%. So are you.
Oh, shoot. It jumped. I don't want to miss.
You better hurry on them comments.
Aubrey. Hello.
Hey,
Antoine,
there's my brother.
Love him.
Anton.
Let's see.
Antoine.
I say Antoine. Yes, you did. Winner.
So the reason
There's Alexis. She's
Oh,
here.
sweet. Alexis Hardick. Nice to meet you. Glad you're here. Remember, the most important person in the meeting is the newcomer.
Correct.
And that's you now by default. So Antoine. The reason I hesitated because my neighbor across the street, this older fella, his name's Anton. And I got it mixed up one day. And I'm like, hey, I was calling him Mr. Johnson. I'm like, hey, Mr. Johnson. He's like, LT, we're friends now. You can call me Anton. And I was like, ah, cool, Mr. Johnson. And just kidding. No, and then I was like, hey, Antoine. He's like, LT, it's Anton. Okay. Antoine is Italian. I'm like, sorry, Mr. Johnson. I mean, Anton.
Mr. Johnson. That's his name. Hey, it's my cousin Joseph. Welcome.
He just ruined his anonymity.
He's been on here before. I checked first. Hey, Bubbles, welcome back. How you doing?
Ricky.
How is it going?
I want to quit hard drugs, but I always end up going back to this. Sucks. Oh, you're in the cycle, bro. You got to make huge changes. If you have to detox, if you got to go to a detox and how bad do you want it? Are you willing to do anything? Are you willing to quit your job and get away from everything and put yourself into a 30 to 60, maybe a 90-day program? How bad do you want to quit?
Right. Here's the answer to your question. Tomorrow. Just kidding. When you don't want to. When you don't want to. When you don't want to. And
Absolutely.
when you don't want to. When you're not feeling, you go anyways.
You go to a meeting. Yeah. If
It's
you're
time to
feeling
go to a
like crap,
meeting.
a meeting will turn you around.
When COVID restrictions lift. Until then, please hit a Zoom or join us or Nicole.
Yeah.
Stop it, Merc. You quit typing right now. Any hour of the day. Yes. Alexis, also a newcomer. We're glad you're here.
Heck yeah.
Friend of Christine.
That's way cool. Thank you
Joni,
for being here.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I think that's our PD.
Hey, if
Can't
you're on the
forget PD.
Facebook side, PD, what's up? If you're on the Facebook side, could you please share it out and help us out with help Felice do the production of this thing? She shares out as much as she can. But if you could help share a little further, that would be awesome. You never know who might come across this. And they might meet somebody in the chat who's just the right person to help walk them through a satisfactory recovery. Not satisfactory. I meant to say something more amazing than that, but
That's
didn't
so
happen.
cool. She got a 10-minute call and she was so excited that there are ladies from Recovering Addict are going to write to her. And she said, thank you.
That's cool.
All the ladies out there that are writing to Raina's friend. That's awesome. Proud of you guys.
You sure she didn't mean you?
I'm not writing to her.
Does she think you are?
Did I say that last night? You're welcome.
And if you're new here on YouTube, please subscribe, please.
Thank you, Merc. That is Real Talk Nicole right there. Real Talk Recovery.
Yep,
she's amazing.
She's all about helping. I know alcohol and meth very experientially, been there, done that, to the deepest parts of meth, to the deepest parts of alcohol. And Nicole, she knows the side that I don't, and that's opiates and heroin and needles that go in your arms when you're shooting up heroin. And she knows what it takes to come off of that, maintenance medications. So it's a really good community we have. We got, just a great community of a bunch of knowledge and wisdom, years and years of sobriety. Some people just got a few days, but man, everybody's here to love and help each other.
That's right. Here's Aubrey for you.
I have a new Destiny tank for my e-cig, and the clouds are so thick I can see.
Oh my gosh.
Had to use a foghorn to let her know I was beside her. Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to be quitting mine here very soon. I'm joining that new program. Fitness is in the future. I'm thinking about video logging it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll vlog my, I don't know. We'll see. But I definitely want to put videos of my progress of weight loss and just beating addiction, weight loss and beating my vape and all that stuff.
Yeah.
100% Joe E.
Oh, hey, welcome, Tyrone.
Hey, Tyrone, you're back. How you feeling, dude?
Vlog.
All right, let's jump into our AA thought of the day. What?
I know I feel like I rushed, but I love telling everybody hi. You all are very important to us, and we love you, and I just don't want to miss anybody.
Every person, every subscriber is a person who it really matters, because like our AA thought of the day for the last few weeks have been, we are in a recovery boat. We are in a vessel, a life-saving vessel. And for some of us in here, this truly is a life or death situation. You never know. If you relapse, this could be your last day on earth if you relapse. And alcohol's the same way. You could drink yourself to death. Look at Amy Winehouse. She died from alcohol. People go out, they don't even know what they're shooting up anymore because the drug streets are so crazy. So just life or death. Everybody just remember that. This is life or death, and everybody should love each other.
That's right. And welcome, Mary and Lori.
Mary and Lori.
I feel like if I hold it, I'll talk right into it and I won't get yelled at.
That's what singers do best.
Shall I sing a song? Sing through the AA thought of the day.
Here is July 22nd's AA thought of the day. If we feel the need of saying something to put another member on the right track, we should try to say it with understanding and sympathy, not with critical attitude. We should keep everything out in the open and above board. The AA program is wonderful, but we must really follow it. We must all pull together, or we all will be sunk. We enjoy the privilege of being associated with AA and are entitled to all its benefits, but gossip and criticism are not tolerance. And tolerance is an AA principle that is absolutely necessary to group unity. Think about this question as you're about to go back to your platforms. Am I truly tolerant of all my group's members? Just think about that. Meditation of the day. Faith can move mountains. That expression means that faith can change any situation in the field of personal relationships. If you trust him, God shows you the way to move mountains. If you are humble enough to know that you can do little by yourself to change a situation, if you have enough faith to ask God to give you the power you need, if you are truly grateful enough for the grace he gives you, you can move mountains. Situations will be changed for the better by your presence. So here's our prayer of the day. I pray that I may have enough faith to make me really effective. I pray that I may learn to depend less on myself and more on God. Yes, Merc, unity.
Amen. 100%. Tyrone. No, hi, creepy cat. Tyrone's on day 2.
Yes,
doing
Tyrone.
Good. We wish
you luck. We wish you support, brother. Please jump in the Discord if you need any support. You guys, we have a private Facebook group, which is awesome. And Discord is where we get to know each other. I like to say we get to know each other enough to bug each other sometimes. And that's a good thing. So jump up on in there and get support. I just realized I got the effects on. Let me turn that off and see what happens. What time is it? 8:15? 8:15. You know what that means? That means we go to our question of the day.
Jessica hit 120 today.
120 for Jessica? Where is she? Yeah. Woo! Good job.
Yeah.
120. Dang, I need to make more videos. I'll have to put that on my to-do list.
Yep.
Good job, Jessica. Proud of you. Really proud of you.
I'm going to out this Facebook user too because it's my brother, Epi.
Epi! What up, brother?
Hello.
Tolerance is the cornerstone that has built these programs. Without it, we would be the same old drunks and drugged out kids rather than changed men and women. Amen to that. Amen to that. Good job, Jessica. Look at Link.
Link's in the house. He's late. Linky.
What's up, Vincent? Welcome, brother. All right, at 8:15, we usually jump into the Discord. In the Discord, I have a tab, a text chat channel, Billy, whatever you want to call it, where you can put up questions and we will bring them to the show live at 8:15. And so today we got one from Corey Daniel. I'm not sure if this was real or not, but he says pollywogs or tadpoles.
Tadpoles.
I don't even know what a pollywog is.
It's a tadpole.
Oh, is it like, what do you call it?
That's what I think. I'm calling them tadpoles.
Is it similar to roly-polies or potato bugs? Because it's potato bugs, if you're wondering.
It's potato bugs.
So,
even though if you Google a real potato bug, they're nasty.
Ew.
But they're potato bugs. Well,
I have to go with tadpoles if that's what we're trying to call the same thing. Pollywogs or tadpoles. I'm tadpoling it all day.
I'm gonna Google pollywogs.
And then Mad Perp, she has a question. She says, now I want to get your guys' thoughts on this because when I first thought of the question, I thought, okay, yeah, maybe the day before, day after, and then it really got me thinking. And so I want to kind of go through this and present some of information that I found with y'all. Her question is, does everyone go by clean time from the last use? Wouldn't it literally be when your system is clear? Just a thought. When do you guys start your clean date? Is it the day? Okay, I just finished drinking a beer. I throw it in the garbage can. I'm done. I don't drink for 10 years. Is that day the start of my clean day? Or would it be the next day when the drunk is worn off? And thinking about that, I was like, well, I remember one time I was trying to get ready for a drug test and I had been smoking pot daily, all day long. I'd smoke it on the way to work. I'd smoke it at work. I smoked it I'm an addict. You know how much I smoked. I smoked it all day, every day for a couple years. And then I quit so that I could get a job that required drug tests. So I went and I bought me a bunch of drug tests from the smoke shops around here. You can buy a THC drug test, right? And so I drug tested myself, and for 45 days or more, I kept showing dirty. And so would my clean date on marijuana be 45 days later? So then I got to thinking, I'm like, my goodness, let me look this up. Synthetic marijuana in urine tests is 72 hours and a hair test is 90. So then we could either go by the urine test or the hair test. I mean, how technical do we want to get with this? Clean and sobriety date, right? Morphine is 3 days in the urine, 90 days in the hair. Fentanyl is 3 days in the urine, 90 days in the hair. Heroin's the same. Hydrocodone's 4 days and 90. First number is urine. Second number will be hair. Oxycodone is 4 and 90. And it's got all these on here. Librium, 6 weeks. Valium, 6 weeks in your urine. So you're not even clean for 6 weeks. Because, I mean, if you really think about it, if I told my job, I'm clean, I'm in recovery, I quit smoking pot 40 days ago and I haven't touched it since, and they drug test me and I still pop dirty, I'm not clean, right? And I don't get the job. Let's see. Xanax is 4 days urine and 90 hair. Ketamine, 11 days urine, 90 days hair. LSD is 40 and 90. or 4 and 90. Sorry. Ecstasy is 4 and 90. Adderall, 72 hours and 90. Hair just seems to be the 90, right? Barbiturates, 6 weeks. And then alcohol. Alcohol is in your urine for 48 hours. It's in your hair for 90, and it's in your saliva for up to 3 days. Oh, wow. Interesting. Very interesting. So what do you guys think? Go through there and see what they think.
Well, first question, we have a vote for Pollywog. We have a vote for you. Yes, Pollywog is it is a tadpole.
Tadpole.
Oh, Millie's in the house. All
Hi,
the
daughter.
same. Potato. Shree says day 1. I stopped drinking.
Day 1.
Day
Okay.
I stopped drinking. Sorry. The last use.
The
there's
last
a vote.
use for a sobriety date.
Raina says that's a good question.
This is a good question, huh?
My opinions when you put it down.
Okay. I like that, Merc.
Amanda just wants to
I just want to pee clean.
just be clean. That's all.
I hear you. I feel that.
Brittany says the day after the last use. John says the day I started tracking my food.
Started a nutritional regime. Stopped drinking and stopped gambling.
That's your day.
Okay.
That's how many days ago.
That's awesome, bro. Mr. Red, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what up? Glad you're here. I always started the day after my last use, but it makes sense to wait until your system's clean, until you see all the different clean things. What did meth say? Is that still on there?
Yeah, meth was like a 3 and 90. Let me get back up to methamphetamines. I can find it fast. Command F. Meth. Not mirth.
Mirth.
Methadone, ecstasy, meth. So meth is in your urine up to 1 week. Hair test 90 days, blood test 3 days, saliva test 4 days. This little addiction center, it's addictioncenter.com and it's / how long did drugs stay in your system.
Amanda says, "Oh no, hair, thanks though." Evening. It doesn't look evening outside. You're right. Summertime. Sheree says, first day I went to AA. Never touched a drink from then. We just talked about meth. Meth is scary. I'm happy I quit. Dang. Aloha.
Aloha.
Not hola. Yeah, that meth ain't no joke. Oh, look at all the people I'm saying hi to. Hi, John. From alcohol from last drink in Australia, anyways.
Okay. 31 days ago, I could not walk.
You're exercising, I take it. Virtual hugs to everybody from me. Amanda says tadpole.
Good questions. I love it.
I count the last day I used. Unless your use was 11:59:59. Good point.
And that led me to a different little tiny article that I think puts it in a really well stated. I'll read it real quick. It says, starting a new life in recovery is like being reborn. And just like the beginning of your natural life, it begins on a certain day that you'll always celebrate, your sobriety date or your clean date. The meaning of that day varies from person to person. For some, it's the first day on which you did not take a drink or drug. For others, it's the day that you decided to put it all down. No matter how you define it, what's important is that you have one, okay? When you're counting days in the beginning of your program, your sobriety or clean day is a marker to help keep track of your progress. Later in recovery, you'll celebrate your birthday, your anniversaries on this date as well. And some groups, they even ask members to state their sobriety date at the beginning of the meeting. Others might prohibit members of certain age from sharing at all or from talking in service commitments, or taking service commitments, sorry. Unfortunately, if you relapse, you have to start again with a whole new date, assuming that you make it back to the program.
That's true.
You have to start over, assuming you make it back to the program. So basically, I think it matters I think the day that you decide you're clean And the day that you chose, because I chose August 18th for mine. That's the day I say I started getting better. Would I have passed a drug test the next 4 or 5 days? No. Would I have taken a hair follicle test 90 days? No. I mean, that's just technical issues and stuff. But what's important to you? What day is important to you? What day did that change and change occur in your heart? Grab onto that day. That's my suggestion.
Yes. You said you had there's a question. Aubrey said, here's a question for you. If a person has a drinking problem and he only goes to AA but still smokes pot and not in NA, is that person still sober?
My opinion, Aubrey, is no, because I'm an addict alcoholic. I preach abstinence. Your life is your life. You do you, but for me, it's abstinence. Abstinence from drugs and alcohol. Any mind-altering drugs, and marijuana is a mind-altering drug. You might not have had a drink for 10 years, which is fine. If that's the way you want to look at it, if you're living a normal life, some places weed's legal. Yeah, alcohol's legal. If you're not, and there are average temperate drinkers. So, I mean, it's up for you to define your own recovery and your own sobriety. That's a whole maintenance medication thing too. But for me personally, I'm not sober unless I'm 100% abstinent from mind-altering drugs, and that's my day of sobriety.
I like what Trump says. To your own self be true.
Yeah, exactly. To your own self be true. That's what I was trying to say.
And you have chronic pain and manage honestly. So
exactly.
If you're not abusing it, then obviously it's not an addiction.
Yeah, it's
so I don't. It's up to you. Alexis, I've been clean and sober since the day after my 23rd birthday, which was April 17th, 95 days in recovery. I was blessed enough to be able to accept my very first recovery tag a few days ago.
Oh, let's give her all right, we're going to give you the 90-day video. Alexis, this 90-day video is for you. Congratulations.
Yay, 90 days.
So proud of you. I love it. Love to hear people's sobriety dates. All right, let's jump into our topic of this evening. It's Addictive Personality by Craig Knack. And if you want to pick yourself up a book, we got links in the description, in the comments.
She's got a good thought there.
I guess it does, doesn't it?
On a small level thoughts.
Nah.
I guess it depends how far in the weed you want to get.
Yeah.
So does sugar. So does caffeine.
Sugar, caffeine. Yeah. Like we said, you can get crazy technical with it and probably drive yourself mad.
You can have, I feel like you can have multiple birthday dates. Like, here's my birthday date for alcohol. Here's my birthday date for nicotine. Here's my birthday date for pot. I don't feel like they all have to have the same date. All right, go ahead.
True that. So we've been going through this book. We went through stage one. Stage one of addiction is when there's an eternal conflict. That's when all the insides of you, your spirit, yourself, you start falling apart. You start losing control on the inside, but it's not showing. Stage two is when people around you start to recognize, hey, this person has a problem. And then stage three is when your life really starts to fall apart. So we're wrapping up the end of stage two. And this is the part where it starts just draining our energy. It says parts of the attractiveness of the addictive lifestyle is believing one has control over one's world. Ironically, it is the addict's search for control that causes him or her to have less of it. In a word of objects and events, the addict's increased search for control, increased loss of control, and increased shame all lead to more emotional isolation and produce tremendous emotional and psychological stress. To live this addictive lifestyle, addicts in stage two must rechannel their energies. More energy is redirected to the addictive process. Activities and people who were important in the past are now less important. The person suffering from addiction finds it difficult to live two lives. Thus, something has to go. Time with family, old friends, and hobbies all set aside to make room for the addiction. Energy, once directed toward others, self in caring ways, is now used to sustain an addictive relationship. Addiction will continuously demand more. And because the addicted person has lost control, he or she must give in to the demand. So your addict wants more of your life, more of your time, and more of your focus and energy on the addiction. And where we've already lost control emotionally through stage one, on outwardly, we're being labeled. People recognize it. We're falling apart on the outside. We start completely losing control and we just completely give in. Once again, there's almost a constant battle. Even in stage two, there's this constant battle inside you between self and the addict. Here's the questions, and I'm sure you've all asked yourselves this during your active addiction. Should I act out or shouldn't I act out? Is it okay to act out? Is it not okay to act out? I'll get in trouble. I don't care if I get in trouble. I remember saying, I don't care. I don't care if I get fired. I don't care if I this. I don't care if I that.
I don't care if I get arrested.
I don't care if I go to jail. Many people in recovery report having acted out simply to be done with this internal battle, even if it's only for a brief period of time. You're just battling back and forth and you're just like, screw it, bam, or sniff, or whatever. This struggle for control requires an enormous amount of energy. Like any other progressive illness, addiction will take more of a person's energy, focus, and ability to function, eroding the ability to be a normal human being. Normal in quotes, of course.
Mm-hmm. Mark said, I always went with act out.
Me too.
Negative self-talk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who are you?
Ah, little Twitch user. What's up?
I watch Recovery Addict Date channel here on Twitch.
Right on.
Very
Thank you.
Cool.
Glad you're here. Let us know about yourself. You in recovery? You use drugs? You don't use drugs? What's your views? What's your thoughts?
There you go. End of stage 2, start of stage 3, the takeover. Number 127. This is so good. Good job. I am about to design a custom overlay for your streaming.
Thank you. You
cool.
See, my Twitch channel needs the help, and I could use it.
Have a look. The website is my profile banner. Oh, okay. Talk shows, podcast, random and funny.
Hold on. Keep that coming there. I'm going to screenshot that name so I don't lose it. Got it. Sweet. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
I used to find arguments with my girlfriend and then storm out and have a drink.
And you probably started the argument. Yeah, you did. You did it on purpose.
Let's see. I always maintained everything was fine, even though I was breaking inside and was not fooling anyone. Same comment. Nay. Shout out to newcomer and friend of mine. Who?
Who are we talking about there?
Shout out to the newcomer. I think we probably said hi to you last one of the times. I remember saying hi to somebody. Just can't remember the name.
All right. So once we get into this, you remember how, oh man, it would just become such a chore to be in your addiction, right?
That's right. May Randolph.
Awesome.
From Nageezy.
Welcome,
May.
And this drain starts happening spiritually too. We get spiritually empty. It says as the addictive personality gains more control, the addicts lose more of their ability to influence their own thoughts and behavior. A spiritual deadening is taking place. Now, here's the definition of spirituality here. It says involves being connected in a meaningful way to the world. It involves having the ability to extract meaning from one's experience. The feeling of belonging and being an important part of the world is lost as the addiction progresses. I remember when I was on meth, I had a good job. I was making killer money. I was young. I had a nice car and I was partying, but then meth, I completely disappeared from the world. I remember those days when the sun would come up, you'd hear the birds and you're still tweaking and the real world starts moving and you just hide from it. You just hide from that whole real world. The feeling of belonging and being an important part of the world is lost as the addiction progresses. The sense of knowing oneself and one's value drifts farther and farther away. You get lost. The addictive personality takes over, and you dang near forget who you are. And that's a part of recovery, is trying to remember who you are. I remember I had to talk with my sponsor, and I was like, man, I'm jumping into this. I'm jumping into that. I'm just, and he's like, well, tell me about what you did before you were an alcoholic and addict. And he goes, well, what were you like? And I would say, well, I'm always on time. When I take things on, I take it on full board. He goes, you have to remember yourself. You got to remember what your personality was, because you don't want to get it confused in recovery. When you start acting in really energetic ways, you could maybe confuse that for your addict, when really it's the true you, your personality. So he shines some light on the fact that we definitely forget who we are. This addictive personality takes over, and in recovery, we're getting ourselves back. Our personality, remember who you were before you went into it, because that personality starts to reemerge. The real you starts to come back. And some parts of the real you could maybe confuse for the addict and feel guilty and shame when you start acting in these ways. But you just got to it's an inward look, deep looks into yourself, long talks with your sponsor, long talks with friends in recovery, people who knew you before. Like I've said a million times, recovery is self-mastery, and you're mastering yourself. And he who masters himself is greater than somebody who masters a nation. Some old proverb says.
It was probably Chinese.
Probably.
Join all those links I posted. Join our Discord and join our Facebook group. You won't be disappointed.
Love it. True that, 100%. Couldn't agree more. And now that we do that, it is time for Cassie and her quote of the day.
Yes.
Hello, my recovering addict family. I'm here tonight with that motivational quote on recovering addicts. Hey, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Oscar Wilde.
Ooh la la.
And as always, you guys know what to do. Let's bring it together and continue to spread that love.
Thank you, Cassie. That's right. Be yourself.
Be yourself, guys, because guess what? Other people are already taken.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And we like you.
Yeah. Be yourself. It's so rewarding. And you know what? If people don't like who you are, beep.
Raina.
Be yourself. You struggle with that your whole life. It's kind of pounded into your head as a child. You get picked on. I mean, just no matter who you are, you've been picked on as a kid. You've been bullied probably. And then you take that through with adulthood, and then you see certain people act a certain way and get more rewards, and you try to mimic that. And then it took me a long time to just say, screw it. I'm going to be who I am. And if you don't like it, and this only happened maybe a year ago, when I started getting better, really. I've always had this huge drive to, accomplish things. When I put even in my active addiction at work, when I put my head to it, I accomplished a lot. I got a lot of rewards. I was civilian of the quarter a bunch of times or twice, got coins and all kinds of stuff. Right. And then I was trying to be somebody I wasn't really. And I was trying to plow through this ladder, the success ladder at my old job. And now I'm free. And I'm like, I don't care what y'all think. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get on live. I'm going to talk about who I really am. I don't care about, I'd always keep the fact that I was a meth addict or an alcoholic or went to jail. I'd always keep that on the down low. A few people would know, but now I don't care, man. I'm me, and if you don't like it, beep off.
He did it twice, Raina. He said the beep word. Let's see.
And I mean that in the kindest way.
I feel like I'm growing greater than the person I was before my addiction.
Yeah.
Maybe it's age and or experience. I don't know, but I'm more at peace now than I've ever have been.
Oh, Jacqueline,
I'm
me and
enjoying
you,
this journey.
I feel and I relate to that comment 100%.
Let's see. After the 5th to 12, I found out who I was and kind of like the new me.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes, there are no other at Cherie's like me in this world.
No way.
And we're glad there's not because
You're amazing.
pretty cool.
Your dances are awesome. Your smile is great. Everything. I love it.
It's me. I'm good with me.
I love you too, Joe. You're awesome.
Self is a little screwy, but having found a family, I'm in sobriety. I'm Lobes. Me from me changes everything.
Heck yeah. Keep working those steps, work on them character defects, work your program, start mastering that mind, Naomi, and get her done. We do care about what others think of us, even when we say we don't care. Absolutely, we do. We're humans, like we read yesterday in that pamphlet that I read. We could have 100 positive comments and then one negative one, and the one negative one's the only one we dwell on. But it's being able to kick that away. Everybody still does care to an extent what other people think, but the farther you can get from it, the more serenity and peace you're going to feel. And I feel like I'm getting pretty far from it.
That and haters gonna hate. So don't worry about it. They're them. This is John V. This John V is always growing, always evolving, always learning, but is definitely surviving and now thriving as well.
Yes, you are 100%. Addiction is a spiritual disease. Everybody has the ability to connect with the soul and the spirit of others. Because addiction is a direct assault against the self, it is. It's suicide. You're walking dead pretty much when you're in your active, full-blown addiction. But man, it's scary, horrible. Where was I? Oh, because addiction is a direct assault against the self. It is also a direct attack on the spirit and soul of the person suffering from the addiction. A person's spirit sustains life. Addiction leads to spiritual death. The longer the addiction goes on, the more spiritually isolated the person becomes. This is the saddest and most frightening aspect of addiction. Sunsets, smiles, laughter, support from others, and other things that nourish the spirit come to mean less as acting out becomes more important. Because addiction blocks a person's ability to effectively connect with his or her own spirit, there is a little chance to connect with the spirit of others. Relationships with others become more superficial as the illness progresses. Addicts stay isolated or turn to the presence of other addicts who offer companionship and little or no fear of confrontation. Hey, at least it's somebody to hang out with. I can get plastered because they're getting plastered as well, and they're not going to confront me about it. And that's the only superficial connection you really ever get in active addiction.
Yeah, Alexa says, I struggle with the critics and the people that continue to look down on me because of the person I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then remember, it's not my business when anyone thinks of me.
That's true.
Right.
I love that saying.
Yes, LT. We even pick the biggest losers friends in our addiction out of thousands of people. That's because it makes us look good. Self-esteem boost.
Yep. Wicked. Jackie, nice
hello.
to see you.
Just got out of a relationship with an addict and I'm in awe of what y'all are doing. So supportive, and I hope you continue and make money doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
Maybe one day.
At least enough to pay the bills, huh?
No rush.
I agree. Thank you, Jackie. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your kind words. I appreciate that.
So accurate. I left moments with my family behind to spend that time with other drunks.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Oh yeah.
Amanda, they hate us because they ain't us. Yeah.
That's right. You know, I was always kind of scared of my personality back in high school, but then decided I didn't care anymore because I think I'm funny. And if other people don't think I'm funny, then that's okay too.
Beep.
But I tend to, yeah.
Did you see it?
No. That's awesome. It's true.
Inside joke.
But the more I just started being myself, the easier it got. And people, because I don't like to put on a front when I'm with people, even like the big directors at work, I still am just myself. And I say things that I probably shouldn't out of sarcasm, but
Oh well.
But it's funny because the more I do it, the more they feel comfortable being who they are.
True.
And it opens up a lot more honest conversations. And it just opens up people to be comfortable with who they are. Once you put your front down,
Mhm.
people let down their guard.
True.
And it makes for better relationships. And then you see the people who really do want to be your friend and the people that are still going to be superficial no matter what. I thought that was an interesting thing I've noticed.
Good thoughts. I like that. Good job, babe. One thing that's helped me overcome the fear of being myself, and this is going to sound kind of harsh a little bit, but this is the way I always talk to myself. I always ask myself, who was my great grandfather? And I go, I know my dad. I've been around him, met him, seen how he acts, know his personality. Been around my grandpa. You know, you get to know your grandpa when he's in his 60s when you're born. You know what I mean? So you know him through the 60s and the last part of his life. My great grandpa, I think I met one time and I barely remember the meeting. I've seen pictures of him. And then my great great grandfather, never seen a picture, don't even know what his name is. I don't know his name. And I think that's going to be me one day. I'm going to be the great great grandfather that nobody knows. I'm going to walk this world and there's going to be, well, now with digital media and stuff, this stuff will be on here, but they'll still really not get to know me. My kids' will not ever really get, they'll say, hey, that was my grandpa one day. Look, there's some old footage on YouTube, but that's about it. You know, so what am I afraid of? I got to live one time. All the people I'm trying to please really don't care. They're just trying to please so that they can be self-satisfied and you know, so I don't care anymore, man. We only have a very short time on this earth. Somebody put in the comments that we live a long time, or, you know, what do we have a long life on earth? And I say, in the scheme of eternity, if this whole table is eternity, put 80 years on there. The average life on earth is 72 years. Put a mark on that table in the scheme of eternity. Why should we need to stop walking around being scared of people and what they think? Who cares? We keep going what makes us happy. You know what I mean? Live your life. We're going to be the grandparent that is just not ever remembered. There might be one story about us.
So you be you. Be
yourself.
You are.
Be who you are. It's the way God made you, and you're beautiful that way.
Exactly. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Who does that? Who does what? Merc. You'll probably giggle. I can't find it though.
What? What did
Where
Merc
did it
do?
go?
Command F, Merc.
Oh.
I hope not.
That's what you said. They ain't us.
Oh.
Or something like that.
Oh, geez.
Oh, they hate us because they ain't us.
They hate us because they're anus.
Stop it.
Merc.
What are we, kindergarten?
We're supposed to be a wholesome family.
Said the bleep word twice, talking nasty. What is this? What is this? Trichidescophobia.
I don't know.
The number 13?
Oh, scared of the number 13.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a real thing. The elevators go from 12 to 14, stuff like that. Oh, Big Hump said that. That's right. People say life is short when in fact it's the longest thing we do. That's a fact too. Yeah. It is the longest thing we do. And we only live once. We live every day, kind of a thing. Yeah, I agree. But I always look at my life in the scheme of things. And in the Bible, you know, in the book of James, it says that our lives are nothing but a vapor, a mist. We're here for a minute and we're gone the next.
Raina's only got 11 years left according to the average.
Sorry to make facts like that.
She's living it
up. I told
you,
I talked to myself harshly. I made a video about it one day. I was feeling it, and I was just feeling like I don't even know my great grandpa. If the average Earth life on Earth is only 72 years, I got 30 something left. If I die by the statistics, what am I going to do with this last half of my life? And if you write your obituary in the middle of your addiction, you write your obituary, your friends and family have to muster up things to say about you. And then people in the crowd read your obituary and go, where the hell did they get this? Yeah, right. And so I want to live the last half of my life, however long it's going to be, Lord willing, to where when my obituary's read, my eulogy's read, I get up, I can, if I were alive, obviously, I could be proud that they could read that with confidence and say those kind things. And people in the audience go, that's true. You know what I'm saying? And that's why if anybody's in my way of that, out of my way, I'm coming through.
Oh, poor Marilyn. She said, help, I'll be 71 in January.
Sorry, Marilyn.
What's up, Nathan?
Oi, bruv.
Womp womp. You'll be all right.
You're good.
You'll be all right.
120. You're good.
My goal is 103.
My goal is not 1 minute longer than I'm useful. If I can add value and be useful in the world, this is my outlook on life now. Keep me a trucking. The moment I'm useless, throw me out back. I'm just kidding. Because even in my uselessness, it could give somebody an opportunity to be loving and help.
That's right.
And that's where you got to be self, that's where the ego and pride and all that, the whole thing. Man. You guys are getting
Aubrey's got a good goal.
What do you got, like 10 minutes? I already got about 10 more minutes there, bud.
No. Do you have life alert? Push the button, Marilyn.
Hit the button.
Hit the button.
So as addiction progresses, let's finish through this real quick. As addiction progresses, spiritual deadening deepens. This may be the most dangerous aspect of the addiction. This may be the most dangerous. Listen to this. For recovery to begin, there must be a recommitment to the nurturing of one's spirit. If you want to get your recovery in high gear, start nourishing your spirit. And that is how? Connecting with others, connecting with your higher power, making amends to family. It's reconnecting. Spirituality, remember the definition was connecting with the world around you. And we recover better together. That's what recovery is. It's this first step into being comfortable to actually make these spiritual connections and growth. And then you kind of start moving outwards, and that's where your amends, The farther one moves away from the self, the harder it is to reestablish a healing relationship. In the beginning of the addictive process, the person grasped the addiction in an attempt to nurture life, spirit, and the self in the process of chasing perfection. Many recovering addicts firmly grasp the spiritual aspect of recovery because most are extremely grateful to have such a precious gift returned. Maybe that's what we're feeling, Jacqueline. We've had this precious gift returned to us, and now it's more cherishable and love, and we're hanging on to it this time, Oh, we can take her picture now. She tested negative for COVID.
Yay!
She's good. She's good to go.
You're not in our purse anymore. Just kidding.
Be gone. Be gone. That is awesome. We are extremely grateful to have a precious gift returned to us. The self, a spiritual awareness, and the ability to connect with others in a meaningful, nurturing way.
Do you want to read Naomi's obituary?
Naomi Lee Vento.
29.
We gather here together to be sad about this. 29, passed away in a Baptist health, surrounded by her friends and family. She was a troubled woman, but loved deeply. Although she misstepped, she found her way back in life.
A little bit. Marilyn's good. Psychic said 94.
Good.
Turn that life alert off. Cancel. Mark, I plan on living up until I die.
There you go. I love that attitude.
John, he loved his big words and has a big heart. That's true about you. That's what it would say. No, I'm just kidding. We'll still pray for you. We love you, Jacqueline. That's my mouth. There's
are you trying to quote a Tool song, John?
Filter.
Eulogy?
Hashtag epitaph. Love you, Jacqueline. Love you.
What'd you say?
I said she's not her. I was like, she's not her person
Oh,
anymore.
to go.
That's that filter I'm telling you about. It just doesn't exist. Things just like word vomit. It just comes out of my mouth. Oh, Merctionary. John, you need to get one of those. You need to get you a Merctionary.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Marcus's sister's got COVID. So Jacqueline, you're out. Marcus, your
Mark's sister's in.
sister's in.
Send us a picture. We'll put her up here. All right, then stage 3, y'all. Stage 3. This is where stage 3 happens. This is where life breaks down. Now we're entering into stage 3. So the next few streams are going to be on this stage 3. 3 occurs because addiction works so well at producing pain, fear, shame, loneliness, and anger. Addiction creates these feelings in order for the addict to gain control over the self. It creates the need for relief, promising that relief will be found in the mood change. By stage 3, the addictive personality is totally in control. Life breaks down. This is where many people don't come back from stage 3. Many people end up in life in prison in stage 3. Many people end up divorced in stage 3, or handicapped. Stage 3 coming out of stage 3 is a miracle. It's a blessing. If you're here right now, you're sober, you've been through stage 3, thank your higher power.
Right. Let's see. I saw Freya. My obit. Freya. Marauder right below. Nothing else. I like it. My headstone's going to say gone fishing. I think if I have one, it's going to say this is pointless. Hashtag resurrection.
Amen.
Nathan's is going to see BRB.
Where did you say that?
Right there. Oh, right there.
BRB. That's cool. Mine's going to be like, shh, I'm sleeping. All right, brother. Have a good night. Let's check out the NA real quick.
Adrian's is going to say hello. Oh, here's John's with an ongoing soundtrack of on hold music. Hashtag grave. I like it. Oh,
I just got a text from Gary Vaynerchuk.
I like it.
He says, tomorrow is going to be one of the best days. That's it. Life is how you see it. Make sure you look. Surrender is for everyone. July 21st, NA. If after a period of time we find ourselves in trouble with our recovery, we have probably stopped doing one or more of the things that helped us in the early stages of recovery. Where's your head? Where's your heart? Is it on road to relapse, road to recovery? Surrender is just for newcomers, right? Wrong. After we've been around a while, some of us succumb to the condition particular to old timers. We think we know something about recovery, about God, about NA, about ourselves, and we do. The problem is we think we know enough, and we think that we merely knowing is enough, but it's what we learn and what we do after we think we know is all that really matters. Makes the difference. Conceit and complacency can land us in deep trouble. When we find that applying the principles on our own power just isn't working, we can practice what we worked for us in the beginning. If you're an old timer, if you're a newcomer, or if you have lots of years, remember, surrender's for you. Surrender's for me. It's for all of us. We can practice surrender, just like we did at the very beginning. When we find we are still powerless, our lives again unmanageable, we need to seek the care of a power greater than ourselves. And when we discover that self-therapy isn't so therapeutic after all, we need to take advantage of the therapeutic value of one addict helping another, because we recover better together. So just for today, I need guidance, support, and a power beyond my own. I will go to a meeting. I will reach out to a newcomer, call my sponsor, pray to my higher power. I will do something that says I surrender.
We might blank out.
Nah.
LT from Utah. What
What
days are
days?
you going on again?
Sunday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night.
Boom. Welcome, Deborah. Clean from Suboxone in 6 months.
Nice. Good on you. Let me switch my battery real quick. The screen is going to go black for about a second.
More like 500 hours. More like 500 hours.
Raina, mine is going to say Ray has left the building. I'll be back to hunt you later.
1, 2,
Where are you?
5, 6, 7,
Oh,
8,
that's a good one.
9, 10.
Oh, it looks so cool. Ooh.
No, keep it. It's just a skip. My dad is tall.
The
Yes, green and
aliens.
purple.
They're here. Hashtag 2020. Where's Teeter? Eppies is gonna say every end is the start of another beginning. Let's see, Debs.
It's green and I'm
going to
not
go
fixing
live
it. I
on an
know.
addiction site. I'm struggling. Jump into the Discord. We got lots of friends in there. Let me put the link. Our God
Hey, Vonnie.
is an awesome
Hi,
God.
Vonnie.
We'll see you on Discord in a few.
From heaven above.
Alrighty. Let's do this, y'all. We're going to end this show
Power
green.
and love. Hold on. I'm giving Debs the Discord real quick.
I like smacking my face.
Calling LT.
Alexa, stop.
Hopefully that made it to you.
The heck?
Aloha. Technicolor.
Who are we not? Who are we not? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen.
Another thing, dear Lord, I like to pray for the still suffering addict. I like to pray that everybody in this chat tonight stay sober throughout the 2020, dear Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Uh-oh. What's up? What's up, Debs?
What you need?
Jump in our Discord. I'll be in there. I'm in there right now, actually. I'm looking at.
You should have the link.
Yeah, jump in Discord. That's where we talk face to face. That's where we can chat, text, whatever. And or hit us up on the Facebook page or group. Send me a message there. We can all connect right after this. I'm going to shut this down and then we will talk if you want to. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And thank you for being here. Hit that like button on your way out the door. Until then, do not put yourself in a high-risk situation. Stay strong, work your program, and remember that we recover better together.